Fire.
Yeah, fire.
Fire.
You can say fire because we're live, so I'll say all the fires that you want to ask.
Fire.
Fire, 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 fire. Fire, 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 fire. Any points for that reference? Anyway. Hello, everyone. Line.
You are Kotlol, the dungeon.
Yes. Hello and welcome to D&D with your Dungeon Master Kotlol. I am your Dungeon Master Kotlol. And the intro.
I don't have a better intro.
No. At this point, it probably never will happen. Phew. On today's session, we are joined by our merry group. We have the Kotlol Aussies. No sound, just a wave? Just a wave.
Ah.
Say different letter.
See.
Better. We are joined by the roguishly rogue of mystical magics, Raz.
Hello there.
We are joined by the kidnapped but no longer kidnapped sorcerer of many flames, Ilona.
Hello, everyone.
And we are joined by the short but mysterious and boomerang flinging warriors of the nature, Poppy.
I'm a ranger, I'm not a warrior.
Warrior's not a class, it's fighter, but you know, you're still a warrior, you still fight, so...
Whatever.
And we would have an introduction worthy for a bard from the stars, but they're not here, so they don't get it.
They must be off seducing the dragon.
Fucking again.
The bard is seducing the dragon. They turned into a donkey.
Ah, okay, that's fair.
Damn you, polymorph.
And, yeah. So, last time, the party decided to comb down the hospital for any useful items, clues, or gadgets to find their lost party member. After a little bit of, well, mucking about and finding different things, you eventually find several evidence of, well, what's going on with Ilona's kidnappers. Eventually, you find your way to teleport to the complex where Ilona was held. You charmed the guard. Then, after taking some advice and looking around, you find your party member inside the cell, save her, and then notice the person, or well, thing that kidnapped her, wasn't too happy. A little battle broke out. You destroyed the creature ultimately. Got more information from some researchers. Snuck around a bit to find more information, but couldn't. So, you weren't detected, and eventually you decided that these test subjects did nothing wrong. We should just get them away from here so nobody can use them, and sent them to the safe location of the city where the mother is located. That said, after a little bit of catching up, you went out of the facility. I could not think of the word. And you find yourself near the foot of a large, well, not large, just the foot of a mountain. And you deduce that you're in the mountain in the middle of between the unnamed network of villages in the southeastern neutral zone. And that's where we left off. So, now that you know where you are, what's your plan of attack of getting back to civilization and warn the Empire about the shenanigans that are afoot here?
which side of the mountain did we come out of?
Southern side.
So, over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Can we see this village from where we are?
You might have to do a perception check.
Okay, Ooh, that might be pushing it.
No, you do not see any forms of civilization in your vicinity.
Damn it.
Well, I also look.
Go ahead, roll another perception just to see if you see anything.
That's a lot better.
That is a lot better. You peer off into the distance surrounding you. You look eastwards and you do see some little bit of tree work, some places, but you do not see the village. You still look around a bit more and no, you don't see any forms of civilization, but you do see quite far out and you think you see a direction you want to go. Can you roll me a nature check?
What's that?
Nature.
Oh, nature.
And there's no debate. You have to roll nature.
Yeah. 12.
Well, 10. You figure that looking towards the east, when you see those trees growing, you might think there's a water source in that direction, but you aren't 100% sure.
So, guys, I do think we need to head east.
Oh. Okay.
It's some sort of civilization and a water source, so...
Yeah.
Ah, I like water.
Do we have a compass that we know which way is east, actually?
Yes.
Well, the way I looked... the way I
Ozzy
saw...
grabs his compass. Here you go.
You have a compass?
Yeah. He has a
Yes.
compass.
Oh, no, that's the one that doesn't work, right?
No, it works.
It works. He just doesn't know how it works.
I bought one a while ago.
Did you give it to Poppy?
Yeah.
Thank you. He looks at the compass.
You notice that the way Ilona was pointing is more southern than it is east. I like to point out the closest river view is south.
That's more south, if I'm looking at it right. I think.
Oh yeah, just the way I'm pointing at. Don't know if it's east, south, or whatever.
This is the mountain with the villages. Shouldn't east be one of the villages? Or west?
Well, do I remember?
Yes. You also know that west is under quarantine and from sort of disease. So if you go there, you might get rejected or something bad might happen to you, like getting sick.
So, we go east?
Or we could try to get back to the southern city.
Southern villages.
Try the southern village, then in the empire there, and then continue on to wherever Poppy's race is at.
Okay, because we were in the southern village earlier, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so we have to go south, even though it's the furthest away out of all of them. Jeez.
It is the furthest way of all of them.
Yeah, that's kind of
but we did plan on going to Port Alderwood to see if we could get a boat there to the island,
yeah. Well,
so that it would be on the way. Kind of.
okay. So good. Also, that's a letter off.
Or do
I
you want to head
know.
directly directly to Fort Elderwood and then Fort.
That's a long walk.
That would be an even longer walk, I think.
Let alone you have to cross the river somehow.
Didn't we pass the eastern village on the way to the southern village?
Yes.
Was it already quarantined back then?
No, west is quarantined, east is fine.
Oh, then we should go east then, probably. Yeah.
Like, this one, this big one over here is quarantined. This one you actually went to.
Yeah, okay. Let's go east then.
Okay, that's the closest one. We could probably take a boat to the
Southern.
back to the southern village. It's probably quicker.
If we need to pass the southern village.
I mean, that's where we talk to the Imperials and ask them for help.
That's true.
Does the whole party agree?
Sure.
Yeah, there's a cluster of villages between south and east, so we head in that direction. We'll hit one of them.
Okay. So, with a compass in hand, you decide to use your navigational skills to head east. You travel through this dry land. In fact, it's quite dry. It's like it's almost, how would I call it? Bridgeless? Will you quit adding stuff?
I sent you a beep about Crosswood.
Yeah, I noticed. Don't worry.
I corrected it and made it crossword puzzle, but
I saw it. I was trying to stay in the moment. So, you're all heading east. The land is dry. It doesn't have much growing on it. Well, it's kind of odd to have such a dry area around this mountain. You walk for at least... how much would you say this? Yeah, you walk about an hour or two in this... well, it is kind of warm. Sorry guys, it's kind of warm right now. It is afternoon, and for 2 hours you head to east until you find some grasslands. Knowing that you finally cleared the worst section. Throughout the whole thing, no signs of life, no one patrolling or anything. It's almost clear that this place, intentionally, is the best place to put an underground facility because nobody's gonna go through the middle of nothing.
Sand.
Not sand, just dry ground. It's a savanna.
Well, then that's a lot of sand too.
Dirt, but okay.
Poppy calls it sand.
Yeah. So you find yourself back on the grasslands, and well, if you peer around, you see some trees, and in the distance you do see the river.
Which means we should also be able to see the village, right?
If you went straight east, you might be able to see it. You want to take a quick gander around?
Yeah, maybe. Well,
Let's proceed, shall we?
nope.
Nope. You're just happy to see water.
I'm too focused on the compass.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep going east. I
So-
trip over a pebble.
No. So, I'm guessing you're still gonna head eastwards?
East sounds good.
You keep heading east, further and further. You go past several trees, shrubs, etc. Like a lot of nature. You don't encounter any living soul nearby. Maybe a few insects, maybe a few birds, but It's relatively smooth, and eventually you find yourself in front of a large river. You recognize this river as you went down this river southwards towards the village.
Familiar?
You're somewhere around here. I'm not gonna say exactly where.
Somewhere. Yeah.
So,
Do we go north or do we go south?
I'd say we should probably head south.
Follow the river then?
Do we want to cross it, or do we just really want to keep moving down?
It might be better to just walk alongside it and just go south down the river.
so you're gonna go to the southern village now instead of the eastern village.
Considering the length you just gave us, that's really like, okay, where are we exactly?
So you're gonna go southwards. Does that sound like a good idea, everyone?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Assuming we're in the spot I think we are on the map, yeah, south.
Alright then. As the group, you decide to head southward. You follow the trails of the river. You keep walking, and after a little bit, you see what looks like a place a little spot that looks burned.
Wasn't me.
It's no smiley?
It's no smiley, it's just on the other side of the river, you find a spot that looks like something has been burned there. No comments?
Is that where Loda burned the bandit that was trying to jump us? And the guys that ran towards the guy and were like, food, food!
We recognize it as that place.
You do! That is indeed still this. After a few days, that spot is still technically burned.
Great piece of work, I must say.
How did you know that we would need this burn mark as a future landmark?
Alright then.
Okay.
So you know you're on your way southward. You also know that probably down the river there might be some Imperial patrols. Who knows? Do you continue? I'm guessing you continue traveling south.
Yeah. It would be better if we run into an Imperial patrol.
Okay.
Why don't we make ourselves some kind of raft and go on the river?
Then you'll be at the whims of the river.
Would be faster.
Well, I'm gonna look at you guys. What do you want to do? Like you suggesting making a raft? It's up to you to decide.
Out of what? I don't think there's a lot of materials we can freely use to make a raft.
Well, there are some trees and shrubs, but
Yeah, okay, but then we'd have to chop down the trees and then build a raft out of that, use rope, and it's a lot of work, I think. By the time we're done building a raft, we could have already been in the summer village.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
walk then.
I don't like that plan because then we've got to make logs and planks so that we're off the table.
so you decide to keep walking.
Yeah.
We keep walking.
Alrighty then. The sun starts lowering upon the horizon. It's late in the afternoon as you keep traveling south in hopes to get in time to the southern village. You keep going. You keep going. How long is this? Felt like it was faster on the boat.
No.
We should have made a raft.
With what?
Okay.
There were trees. I could have summoned a spiritual weapon as an axe and chopped it down.
Well, anyway, it still seems rather peaceful.
So far,
Yeah.
so good.
So far, so good. As you keep further traveling south, still no signs of civilization, the sun slowly begins to set. And then you sense something. Small trembles on the ground. Boomp. 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 Boomp.
Shaky cam.
Huh?
Shaky cam.
Yeah. That was point. That was I was meant to make it shaky. You have the sensation of something large. It's coming your way. What do you do?
I keep my eyes peeled for something large.
I agree.
Roll perception. You both peer into the distance, and you both see a large-looking lizard creature coming towards you. You aren't sure what kind of species it is. You know it's not a dragon because dragons would have large wings and such, so you know this is not a dragon, but it's definitely a large lizard-like being. Ilona, you passed the second check. Raj, you're just one short.
Oh no.
So you just see the giant creature. You see you look better at the creature, and you notice there's some sort of person on top of this giant lizard. And then you look around a little, and are those soldiers? Is this a patrol of some sorts?
Did they already see us?
Huh?
Did they already see us?
They may or may not have seen you. You're not sure yet.
Okay, just to be sure, I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't inform anyone else, you just poof.
Yes.
Rude.
Should we perhaps ask them?
Well, yeah, you guys do see her poof. Like, that's just something that you just see her do. You see her, like, poof. Like, so, Raz, I guess you gotta inform the rest of the party.
There appears to be soldiers and a giant lizard coming towards us.
Oh no, you don't see the soldiers and the carriage. You just see the lizard.
There's a giant lizard coming towards us.
Ah, maybe it's friendly.
Maybe.
I'm guessing you're just gonna wait and sit there because I don't sense any decisions.
Tell you what, just on the off chance it isn't though, I'm gonna sort of push everybody a bit closer together. I'm gonna cast Silent Image. Make us look like a bunch of bushes.
Okay, so everyone is now disguised as a bush. You have pleased certain knights. So, the rumbling gets more intense. Boom, boom, boom. It is slow. It is in a rhythm. It's like this lizard is marching. And then eventually you all see the lizard in the distance. And it gets closer and you see the soldiers surrounding it. And most of you also see that they're all wearing Imperial outfits. Except the person on top of the lizard, who appears to be wearing some sort of armor adorned with 2 shoulder pads that seem decoratively designed to have the heads of a dragon, a circlet on top of his head. This is, by the way, a dark-skinned human male. And carrying what looks like a short sword on his belt. So,
The Imperials.
Push those good.
go ahead.
Should we reveal ourselves?
We were looking for the Imperials, right?
I'm pretending to be a bush.
Invisible.
Rattle, rattle.
Ah, you're a Republican.
Sound effects.
So, what are you guys doing with this patrol? Are you just gonna disguise and hope they pass by, or are you gonna reveal yourself?
Can we see if the armor is real or if it's actually a forgery?
That is actually a very good question.
Yeah, because something that doesn't seem right.
You may roll an investigation.
Yeah, the longer I think about it, the longer this doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the guy with the lizard? Damn it! God, my rolls are awful today.
Poppy, you think to yourself, wait, the guy in the lizard doesn't make sense. I'm gonna check if these Imperial's armor look fake. You just stare at it, look closely. Looks real. But you only say it looks real because you aren't sure at all.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Because you've never caught a counterfeiter before, probably.
No, I haven't. But I thought like maybe there was something obvious. But like this, I'm not gonna find it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If only we had a rogue who would probably nail this.
So, are we going to say hi, or because they may be able to help us?
What the hell? Sure.
Do you dispel the illusion?
Yeah.
Poof, poof, poof,
invisible.
poof. Alone, you're staying invisible?
Yeah.
You can just hear Liar sigh. So, the patrol eventually notices you, and they head into your direction. They don't seem to be marching fast, they're just slowly approaching because you're just standing there, you're not doing anything. And they stop about 40 feet away from you, and then a few soldiers approach you. They go, "Halt! Who goes there?"
We already halted. What do you mean? We're just standing still here. How do I halt standing still, please? Tell me.
He has a point.
And you see the two soldiers looking at each other, it's like, "This really happening?" One.
Common,
Go ahead.
we're just a common group of adventurers.
Yeah. You see one adjusting his posture. Ah, I see. Adventurers, yes. So you are traveling on foot. Do you have the druidic approval needed to travel these lands?
We.
Yes.
Does Raz not carry it in his bag? In the bag of holding?
Pretty sure I did.
Huh?
In which case I pull it out.
Okay, he goes to check it. It's like, wait. Hey, you have the thing? And he goes, oh, right. The other soldier pulls up a monocle and puts it on and then looks at the paper. Yep, it's official. Puts the monocle away. Alright then. So you do have permission. That is good. Alright. Where have you been traveling from?
Funny story, actually. Cause we got sent all over the place.
You see the person that is in the distance on the giant lizard. Quirk an eyebrow and looking to your direction. Look exactly in your direction, Poppy. And then the soldier go. Sorry, what?
Hi! And she waves.
Yeah, he's 40 feet away. He just looks at you. And the soldiers go all over the place. So you've been lost and wandering, or do you pertain in some sort of secret underground network kind of thing, or maybe in connection to the Underdark?
We were at Crosswood. We were trying to get before Elderwood. We've clearly gotten lost.
We're adventurers.
I see. And by the way, you came from the Southern Village, not the Crosswood.
Oh.
Unless you were meant to lie. Well, Raz, confirming. Do you want to lie about it, or do you want to correct the Southern Village?
So you know what? I'll roll with it.
Okay.
Did you know that some species of lizards can go their entire lives without drinking water?
You see, the first guy respond to Raz. Yes. So, but normally you would take those by boat. You wouldn't walk towards the south. Especially if you are coming from the south. Wait, you're coming from Crosswood. That means you come from the south. Why are you going from the north to the south? What kind of strange detour are you taking?
I think you're confused. We didn't come from Crosswood.
Holding the map upside down, are we?
I think so. But not Crosswood. Anyway, it's not where we came from.
And and eventually you feel those rumbling as the lizard takes a few steps closer, and the man on top of the lizard jumps down and approaches you. He walks towards you and he... The hell? Rumblings? He walks over towards you and the whole... Sorry, mouth of thing. With a sense of authority to him. Like shoulders broad, walking over very slowly. Alright, that's enough, soldiers. It's clear something's about here. Alright then. State your names.
Do we have to?
It is quite recommended.
Ah, so we don't have to. Right.
You see Leah just looking at it, it's like, yeah, we don't have to say our names. I mean, we're just adventurers and we don't know who you are.
And we got the permit, so, you know.
Yes, but it could also be one who stole it from another group of adventurers or wanderers.
You didn't?
And let us say, normally people do not walk on the west side of the river banks. They mostly take boats or go east.
Look, we may not be smart.
We may not be smart, it doesn't fit in the sentence.
I believe I can fully explain our misconception. This turtle here is our navigator. Osseous, would you kindly point east for us?
Um, it's that way.
D10 please, just to see which way you're pointing. Because I know you're doing random pointing.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know where east is, so you're gonna have to roll a d10 regardless, to see if you're pointing. So please roll me a d10.
Yeah.
4. You're pointing south.
Good.
I rest my case.
What case?
Yeah.
I'm pointing east right now.
Yeah, you're pointing past the guards. It's like, and you see him looking at like, no sense of direction. Poppy, you're still holding the compass, by the way.
Yep.
Is that way?
Points in the direction of east, looking at the compass.
Oh, that must be broken.
I see. So you do get lost going eastwards. Still odd. You're still not fully convinced.
All Ilona was here. Oh my god. She'd back me up, but no. Gone.
Okay. So you're just waiting for him to respond.
No,
Is there an inn nearby, or is it just in one of the villages we're going towards?
Only in the villages. There is no inns in the wilderness.
Okay, then we should rush because it's getting dark outside, you know.
By the way, I do notice that one of your companions is being carried by another one.
Huh?
You keep forgetting Erica's out cold and Lier is carrying them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're really sleepy.
Yeah, don't worry, she casted something way too much for herself, and it kind of knocked her out. You're trying to find a way back, you see. So the one on your back has this spell so powerful it knocked themselves out. And it was one of the factors of getting you back on track. Is that your story?
That is the truth.
Yeah.
Poppy, you should have written that. Yeah, with the guard's help, you should have written that down.
Yeah, I had it written down somewhere. I can't find the fucking notes.
Orange lemons.
Oh, the keyword. You're using the keyword now.
Yeah, I was trying to pick up the guard's name, but I forgot what it was.
I'm double checking everything for the guard's name. Okay. We have orange lemons. Good job, good job. You see the man looking at you curiously. Orange lemons. That is a key phrase. Used in the investigation upon the druids.
Oh, so you are actually guards. Huh, good, not frauds.
What makes you believe we are frauds?
Look at what you're carrying. having with you? Does
He
that
looks-
look like something that normal guards would take with them?
No, but it is a royal steed.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I know what it is.
Okay. So, what are you saying? So yeah, he says it's a royal steed, and he says what it is. I see. So you seem to be unfamiliar with how to treat royals.
There's royalty here?
That I am to blame for that. Excuse me. I should then introduce myself. I am Lord. God damn it!
Lord goddammit.
Hello, Lord Goddammit. I'm
Shut up.
Ozzius.
Stop
Pleased
it.
to meet you.
I scrolled away from the name. Where's the name? Where's the name? Where's the name? Oh,
Already got the name.
Oh god.
here. I am Lord Firar of House Nifarn.
Ah, pleasure to meet you. I'm Ozzius. Shake hand.
Don't worry, that is intentional. Pleasure to meet you, Sir Ozzius, and the rest of your group,
Ozzius is just fine.
and the rest.
Yeah. Poppy curtsies and just bows her head.
Pleased to meet you, sir. My name is Poppy.
You see Leah go, I am Leah, I am an entertainer, and on my back is my companion Erica, who's currently knocked out.
I do have earplugs for when that one performs. I can sell them at a discount to you.
This is not the moment, Turtle. And then he looks at Raz.
And I am Braz, the rogue mage.
I see, I see.
Yep, that's all 5 of us.
So, why do you have the key phrase for the the key phrase for the investigation?
Because we're helping?
Investigating.
But what is your reason for the investigation?
Because we were helping find our friend. Because she got kidnapped.
So I am to presume that your kidnapped friend is the one that is currently being carried, if I'm correct.
No. She helped us.
And whom of you was kidnapped then?
That would be Alona.
I do not know anyone by that name. Elaborate.
I don't think I will. They disappeared before you showed up. Might be a bit shy, I don't know.
Okay. Disappeared, so they might still be nearby. I cannot blame them. Being kidnapped is a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Was there any reason why they were kidnapped in relation with the investigation going on?
I think that's confidential at this moment.
Well, not confidential, that's personal, I think is more the term.
That too. That too. We don't want to leak any of our investigation prematurely.
God damn it, I have to laugh at that. So,
Sort of
You
blabbers
get-
about everything, then minor detail. No.
so you will not share information with a royal who is the leading commander of this operation?
Yes, but you can leave your business card, and we will get back to you when we finalize our investigation.
You can see him sigh in frustration. You do meet the oddest people outside of the Empire.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I in my empire, it was so normal back there.
Look, oh, are you actually raising your hand?
Yes.
Yes, the smaller one. You may speak.
Sorry, sire, but what our friend means to say is, while we cannot speak on the reason why our friend was kidnapped, what we can do is show you the direction of where their hideout is, so we can go get the ones that we left behind there.
Left behind? Were there others still kidnapped in there?
No, not kidnapped. I mean the people responsible for the kidnapping.
That might give us more information about the archmages. Alright. In which direction did they come from?
Puppy turns and points in the direction of the mountain.
We came out from there. There's a hidden passage on the other side of the mountain.
You see him look in direction. Mountain. You were always told not to go there. The Deadlands are hard to traverse. And it's most likely you might get caught in boulders. The druids kind of forbade us from going there.
See? That makes it the perfect spot to hide a place, to do crazy stuff. And get the people.
Indeed. We are well aware that location would be a perfect hideout. But we were always trying to intercept transports towards it. Instead of risking our own men going that way and fall into some sort of trap. If we could find a secret route, then we could have easily taken command over the operation. Go ahead. You want to say something?
Hold on.
Poppy pulls out her notepad and starts scribbling or like, drawing like a quick map of the area that they were at. And pulls it out and hands it to the what is it? To Farrar.
Yeah.
Basically showing him where the entrance is.
Takes it. So there is an entrance that way. Still odd, how would they supply things going through those dead lands?
Magic circles from the southern village.
Yeah, transportation circles.
Transportation circles, of course. They might have hidden transportation circles that we used to teleport things towards there. Clever.
And that's how we got there.
That makes more sense. The druids, of course, could hide that under our noses, easily rub it out, make sure it doesn't get found, or put it in locations, and then put an overgrowth on it. We've already had a feeling that the druids were hiding more than they show.
We actually did find one that was partially raised and with a tunnel collapse nearby it.
And naturally, near a tunnel collapse, you would not suspect a teleportation circle to be there. You would think someone made an escape there and then turn around.
They might have realised maybe you were on something.
Possibly. Interesting. So, we now have a location and we have a... So, he seems to think for a moment. This would mean that the other locations are busts or might have hidden transportation circles as well. And that's why we're unable to find any tracks.
We did retrieve some notes and files, so we can hand those back to the guards at the southern village, who charged us with helping with the investigation.
That would indeed be helpful. It seems we finally understand what these druids were hiding from us. He seems to smile. All this time we've just been dealing with the issues of the druids. Diseases, corruption, nature going against itself. And we always suspected that the druids were hiding facts from us that we couldn't explain. And now, and with those mysterious facilities run by the former scientist, we finally got the information. The previous house was also being secretive of their involvement with this area. Anything? No questions? Nothing?
So yeah, that's why we were all over the place and a little bit lost.
Then I have one last question though. What were they doing in this location of theirs? Could you give me some information?
From what I'm not 100% sure. I didn't get everything because it was a lot of, I don't know, phrases that I didn't get. But I think they were trying to figure out how to live longer.
Live longer. Possible immortality research. So that was the aim of the house, Volcana. Of course. Oh, those fools. I'm sorry. I am currently... I'm currently figuring out what the previous house was up to with these previous incursions in this land. I always thought they worked together with the neutral lands to be able to learn more about the northern and western kingdoms of here. But instead they were doing research with these druids for eternal life, so that one of them could become immortal and lead the empire for all eternity. What a disgusting habit. A mockery of life. You can... So, you may roll an insight check to see what he's... to see what he's thinking.
A minute ago.
But, okay. Poppy Raz, you look at him, and you see that he's visibly angry, but you sense the intention in his words and his pose, and this is just a... I'll come to you later, Osius. He isn't just angry. it feels like someone spat in his face and told him that his whole family are just pointless. Okay, Alana, you don't pick up that much. Ozius, this goes deeper than you think. This man is so disgusted. Like someone actually took all the honor out of their good name. And not only that, you do sense an intent that this disgust isn't just directed at the previous house, but also towards the Empire as a whole. But you don't know the context of it.
You really don't like the Empire, do you?
I may be unable to succeed the throne, but I've always suspected something about the current state of the Empire.
Guess you never liked the Druids.
It has to do with the fact that the current house in power is married to the house that previously researched in these lands of the Druids. I always found it odd that House Nitar would wed with House Volcania to rule over the Empire. Never made much sense to me. But if they promised eternal life, then it makes more sense why this shaky alliance was made. Normally these two do not see eye to eye. Oh well. Oh well. Either way, we now have some proof of House Volcania's involvement with these lands. And also, we might be able to learn some more things about these experiments. And also what kind of research is tied to them. I thank you, citizens.
So, did you start this investigation?
Not personally, it was my father who originally was curious about Volcania's involvement with this continent of yours. We always suspected that their involvement is because the Empire of Glass also has interest in this continent. But we never figured that the involvement was just a hoax. They may have originally tried this, but when they married into the throne, they pulled back. They might have wanted to wash their hands of this research, in case it would leak out.
Ah, I was close then. Cool.
It might also explain why a high quantity of our prisoners was transported here long ago.
Alright.
Even they do not deserve to be experimented on. No matter the crime. According to our law, the strong must rule, and those who break the law shall be judged by the strong, not be experimented on by druids. Well, either way, you have helped us immensely. How should I reward you? Ah, I know. He looks at one of the guards. Bring me my bag of personal affections. And the soldier nods and walks over to the large lizard, grabs one of the saddlebags and returns with it. And
We don't deserve rewards yet. We haven't completed the investigation yet.
No, let's not be too hasty.
either way, this might even speed up your investigation, at least from our side. He opens his bag, looks through it, and then pulls out a small ring with on top of it a black gem and a seal of some sort surrounding the gem. Here you go.
Ah, thank you.
This is one of the many rings that are made from the House Nivern. The stone on top of this is made of what we call star ore. This is a sign that the House Nivern recognizes you as official allies. Considering our soldiers are currently about everywhere, simply show this ring to them and they will let you pass without any issue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Closes the bag and hands it back to the soldier. Alright then. We shall redivert our route towards this holy mountain of theirs and see for ourselves what is found there. I wish you luck on your travels.
You too.
Oh, watch out for pissed off spirits.
He chuckles. You've already encountered some of those. They were no match for my sword.
Fair enough.
And he goes back to the giant lizard, gets on it. The troops all go around it and they head northwest towards the mountain.
So, Raz,
Yes.
what do you think the ring is worth?
Well, actually, it's being used by Dorsey. Something pretty rare.
Ah, good. I'll keep it.
I don't think we should sell it though. Much more valuable
wait.
without.
So, does
So you
any...
didn't want to ask, just a second. So you didn't want to ask for a reward, but you're still happy to hang on to it.
Oh yes, it's useful.
It's in the anti-thievery bag. By the way, before you put it away, Ozzius, anyone want to check the ring for anything? Like you say it's probably worth a lot, but do you really know it's worth a lot?
Yes, any chance I can have a look at that for a minute first?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll want it back though.
Ah,
Maybe-
that's fair enough.
Can I see
Maybe we
you?
should check for a tracking spell or something.
See, now you're thinking it with it. And Liara goes, it's a pretty ring. But yeah, tracking spells, good idea.
I would like to cast Identify on the ring.
Okay. And how long does the identifier normally take?
It'll be taking 10 minutes as a ritual cast.
Okay.
Well, 11 minutes, sorry.
So I'm guessing you all sit down for 11 minutes and wait for Raz to finish casting?
Sure.
Okay. So you all wait 11 minutes, you pretty much talk amongst each other about the encounter, and that guy had some weird eyes, like they were amber colored, and oh, he was a royal. You don't see much royals outside their castles and that kind of stuff. And eventually, bing! Raz, this ring has no magic values. It is spell safe, no tracking spells on it.
Just appears to be a ring.
It is just a silver ring with a crest on it and with an ore, which apparently is called star ore. You may roll a history check, or you may roll a history check if you want to know what star ore is. See if you can remember something about it.
Given I come from somewhere else, do I know what's
So, history check or?
Yeah, history. It's only history.
but it should be worth a lot just,
That's
you
why
know, for
stick
spies
to
and
rules, then.
things.
Poppy, you have no idea what Star Wars is. Raz, you were of land and you have heard about Star Ore before, and most of it was indeed used by the Dracon Empire, but otherwise you don't know much about it. Ozius, you're a bit more world traveled. You know that Star Ore is specifically used by royals within the Dracon Empire. And Lona, 24, nice. Considering you have worked with the Imperials in the past, you know that Star Ore is mined within the grounds of the Dracon Empire, and it's called Star Ore because they are mined from fallen stars, aka meteorites. And you also know, because of that, you know that the Dracon Empire is settled in lands that is considered mostly unhospitable, but within those lands are craters everywhere, and in those craters are meteorites, and that's where Star Ore is made from, is mined from. And because of Star Ore, their most powerful warriors have gear that are considered unbreakable and very powerful. And Star Wars also very easy to enchant with magic.
Interesting.
Like, that stuff is potent. Though you do know that even the Empire does not know the origins of Star Wars, except that it came from the stars.
I share the information.
Interesting.
Maybe we could enchant it sometime.
Yeah. Oh well, we have an inn to go to.
I reluctantly return the ring.
Thank you. I'll put it in my anti-thievery bag.
So, you all after that little tussle, you all decide to head southward. Despite your genie friend still being knocked out. Background noise. You continue going south towards the village. Let's see. You keep going south, further. Slowly starts to get dark. As you see a boat passing from the south towards the north. Notice it. The person in the boat notices you walking, but you don't recognize them at all. It is just a young elven woman doing some sort of supply run towards the north.
Going north, so that's not gonna help us much then.
I'm guessing you guys just notice it and just keep walking?
Poppy just goes,
Safe journey.
And she looks at you for a moment. Guess you're outside. Look at you and just like, safe journeys. Tries to remain polite, but you do have the sense like they are surprised to see you out there. And slowly, but surely, you travel all the way south. The sun is set, evening has come, and you finally return. Where are you? There you are. In the Sylvan village.
Yay.
that took forever.
Hold up, I need to load in the Lonus token.
Well, at least we know where the inn is.
No, you're not coming from that area. You are coming from this area. Which music level am I playing again? Ah, didn't get in there. Ba-bum. You all return to the southern village, but you do notice that you're coming from an angle without any bridges. Luckily, the little side bank over here is not that. Is about knee deep.
Can we not jump it?
You can also try to jump it.
I'm gonna try and jump it.
Athletics or acrobatics? Athletics if you want to do a long jump. Acrobatics if you just want to do a straight jump.
Okay. Where was I earlier? Jesus.
Poppy, you decided to do a... you decided, I can make the jump easily. And you just get close to the water, go for your knees, and then do a jump and perfectly make the landing across.
See, it's not that hard.
I'll just walks through water.
Liara's like, I'm carrying someone here, I'll just get my feet wet.
I use shape water to freeze a 5-foot cube of ice, freeze another one in front of it, and just keep walking over.
Liara goes, couldn't you have done that when I was crossing?
You never asked.
You never asked.
So
Alona?
ice may be slippery.
Fair. Alona, what are you doing?
How far was it?
It's barely 10 feet.
Oh. I just jump over?
Okay. Acrobatics or athletics? Still a jump you're making. Still a long jump.
Either, doesn't really matter. Acrobatics.
You easily clear the jump because you've done this several times before. Alright, you're back in the southern village. Where are you headed? You're going straight to the inn? Because it's kind of dark.
Yes.
Did we leave Fluff at the inn?
No, you took Fluff with you.
Oh, okay, good to know.
When they gave you your gear and Fluff.
Okay.
Or did they? No, they left it in the house, in the inn, didn't they?
Yeah,
double check.
But only regarding stuff.
Oh yeah, here it says, yeah, Fluff is guarding Alona's stuff while you paid for an extra night at the inn.
We came back then.
Okay. Let's go to the inn and get Fluff. Fluff is slippery waiting.
I agree.
Okay, you all head back towards the inn. It's late. It's... well, the kitchen still seems to be open, so if you want to get a bite to eat, you can.
Oh yeah.
Grab quick snack.
And the innkeeper looks at you, he's like, well, you've all been out and about. Your room is still safe, though there were some strange sounds going up in there, so we just ignored it. But we figured make note of it.
Alona's room.
Yeah. So, Liara goes, I'm gonna drop off our friend and put her in bed so she can sleep. Victory meal after this?
Yay!
That sounds good.
Cool. So, yeah, Liara drops off Erica in their room. Cat at the door. There. Cat's inside, so don't worry.
Okay.
So, You're back at the crystal crayfish. I'm guessing you all take something to eat from it.
And I'm pretty sure Alona is going to get Fluff first.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I'm gonna tell
probably
Fluff I'm
great.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you go say Fluff. Fluff is pleased to see you. Yay. Double checking my notes for a bit. Okay, okay. What are you all having?
Hey, fish.
The fish. You all have the crayfish too?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
crayfish stew and bread. Sounds lovely.
I'll double check the price. Ah. Yeah, that is 2 silver per
Okay,
soup.
I paid.
Per soup, so. Yup. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
4.
Who's
Erica's
not eating
not
as
here.
well? Huh?
Erica's not here.
Oh yeah, Erica, yeah. Well, Liera's also still there. But Liera has to pay for herself, I guess.
Ah, fine, I'll pay it.
Okay, 5. Mm-hmm. Sorry, so your DM's a bit late. I didn't hear beep beep beeps. So, you all decide to have a nice crayfish stew and relax for the evening. Okay, we can have a little bit of talk. Maybe Alona could try and remember something. Maybe a plan of attack.
I try to remember something.
Okay, you try to remember something. What are you trying to remember?
If I've been awake between getting kidnapped and the rest finding me.
Yeah. You have been awake at least once.
Try to remember what I know about that. What I saw, heard.
A history check. Okay, 13. You try to remember. Thinking back, you were in your cell, chained up to the wall. And you try to hear it, and you try to hear what the others were saying. You think, you listen. They said something about interference, unable to reach him. That's all that you remember. They couldn't reach him.
I mean, I did hear that they couldn't reach him, but I don't know if they mean my dad or anyone else.
Your dad talking? Was it someone talking about your dad? Or
No one's talking about my dad. My dad wasn't there.
but he was standing over you? At least
How do you know?
in the vision I saw, he was standing over you. He was there.
Is that a vision?
Uh-huh.
She pulls out the orb.
Mommy gave it to me, so because she said it could be useful.
What kind of visions does it show you? Present or future?
Mom says it shows the future because that's how they saved Nick. Because she saw him get him in the sewers, but when you saved him, he wasn't in the sewer yet. So, or maybe so. Wait, then maybe he wasn't there yet, and maybe he was coming. Maybe.
She scratches
Maybe
her
he
head.
didn't come through.
Jeez.
Tocht. Sorry, it was a door slam. Drafts in the house. Sorry, continue.
Maybe it didn't happen yet.
Yeah, so maybe if the if Ferrari's going, he's going to find him, and then he can arrest him. Maybe.
Then the vision won't come true because I'm not there anymore.
But he doesn't know you're
Hmm.
gone yet, right? So there is a chance he'll still go there, thinking you're there. And then when Ferrari gets there, he gets arrested.
I don't know whether they actually reached him to tell him I was there or that they got me.
Well, either way, if he's not going to be there, I'm pretty sure I know where else he's going to be.
I think he's going to look for your people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, immortality. Finally found a race that has it, so he's definitely gonna want to experiment on, well, you.
I don't like him already.
I agree.
And then
And I
Leah's.
know
Oh.
he has my aunt, so I need to find out more about that.
Leah speaks up. Ah, the quest of immortality. It drove many people insane and turned them all into monsters. It's kind of a common theme.
Is it?
Oh yeah. I mean, most people that try magic and try to become immortal turn into things like liches. And you also have other kinds of beings trying to find their own version of immortality, and they all turn into dark, devouring monsters or undead and that kind of jazz. Don't get me wrong, there's also people who just become divine and they're cool and all, but most people, they just become all kinds of monsters if they weren't already a monster by heart and doing terrible things.
I mean, he probably created a lot of monsters because he just experimented on other people.
Yeah, like those, just like those pot people.
Like the what people?
Yeah.
The pot people, you know, the people we teleported out?
Oh, okay.
That was probably things that would turn you in, maybe a step for turning into an immortal monster, so to speak.
I believe I helped him when I was younger.
You didn't know, don't worry. Anyone else got some encouraging words to say to Alona?
Get him anyway.
We all have our history.
Don't worry, we will get that sick son of a bitch of your dad and teach him a lesson he will never forget.
Or we'll never remember. He's dead.
That works too.
Right. I just hope we'll be able to handle him when the time comes.
He'll be fine.
We shouldn't underestimate him.
You
Maybe you
shouldn't
should
underestimate us.
underestimate us.
Although we might want to check in where those pod things went and maybe ask the guys there to check if they have any weaknesses in case your dad has an army of them ready or maybe a few more of them. Because knowing their weak spot would only make it easier taking them out.
Yeah, makes sense.
Smart.
Alright, I guess that's the first thing I'll do in the morning.
Maybe we should drink some alcohol.
Oh yes, I'm down.
I'll just, well, you know what, I'll take a nice wine.
Just don't disappear again, okay?
Oh yeah, no
Don't have
disappearing.
to.
No disappearing. Because we don't have the time or patience to look around for you again.
Oh,
Don't
that's
wanna-
not true.
Well, it does give me a reason to loot the hospital.
Try not to walk into a trap next time.
If you want to go out, just ask some of us to go with you.
You wanna hobo with me?
Okay.
Well,
We should create another hobo outfit.
Well, I normally don't want to be seen in a hobo outfit. I can easily gain one. As for the rest, well, we might have to make something out of some materials.
Ah, scavenging. My specialty.
The party will be known from now. Will be known from now on. From now on, as the hobo party. Not the murder hobo party, just the hobo party.
Yep, I'm down.
We can
You're
add
the
more
hobos
water.
without the murder.
Oh, we'd also do some murder.
With some murder.
Drink
Okay.
wine.
Okay, it's 1 gold for a bottle.
I'd take a bottle.
I'll take
Come
another
on.
bottle.
I'm just going to order a jug of water.
Okay. It's like, yeah, don't let little puppy drink the wine. It might not be good for her.
I'm then going to use prestidigitation and make it look, taste, and smell like wine.
Okay. I'm guessing you all have a nice dinner and wine. And enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm guessing you eventually head to bed?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you all have a long rest. Sneaks in 1 glass of wine. Don't worry, 1 glass of wine will not be a con saving throw for drunkenness because that's bullshit. You don't get drunk from 1 glass of wine unless you're a lightweight like a certain genie. Okay, and come on, work with me, damn it. And you recover 1 level of exhaustion. Okay, cool. So, the next you all wake up to the sun rising. Morning has finally arrived. The next day has arrived. Everyone seems to be wide awake. Even Erica's wide awake. Even though she still seems a bit exhausted. She's fine. She seems fine.
you okay, Eri?
Just a little bit less, a little bit of exhaustion. Don't worry about it. It will go away over time. It's what you get for pushing your mortal limits to do divine act. Yeah, Niar's like, and he goes, yeah, thanks for that. I really owe you there. And he was like, it is fine. Has there been anything going on during our travels here? Heard you've encountered some sort of royal when I woke up. Liers informed me partly. Can you fill in any details?
We sent it to the lab, so he should be there already, like rounding up everybody. Maybe already did.
And he
So,
gave us a ring with star ore.
Star Ore. Yeah, that was an interesting discovery. In my time, we had no such thing, so... Fuck you, Moon! In my time, there was no such thing as Star Ore.
Ah.
It must have happened somewhere during my imprisonment, and today...
Well, apparently it comes from the Dragon Empire. They mine them from stars, meteorites.
Well, I guess that is in the name. It couldn't, so it is not related to the Archmages then. Either way, seems we have made progress on our defeat of our enemies. He just looks at you a little bit fatigued. She's not fully there yet.
Still have a bit of a way to go, but we're getting there.
He did say something about a house Vulcania and how they were involved in the research in immortality.
That is just political things of a primitive empire. No offense. It's like, and Mira goes, oh yeah, those Imperials always have some sort of inner political problems. Comes with the territory.
My mom also has that a lot. That's why she had to take a break.
Even in the time of the Archmages, there were inner politics, but I wasn't involved with it. After all, my interest remained within the frozen hell tundras and the unification of the realms, as they would call it. Though it wasn't really unification, more a collapse into each realm. Right then. What is... Can anyone explain to me what are we doing next? After all, we have no problems with those with the laboratory thing anymore.
We do need to go find the Imperial Guards who assigned us that mission and hand over what we found.
Wait, who did you talk to?
And Mira goes, oh, some Imperial guards. When you went missing, we instantly decided to ask the Imperials if they saw you because they're patrolling everywhere, so they may have seen you somewhere. And one thing led to another, and they gave us that keyword that Ozia spoke. What was it again?
Lemon.
Orange lemons.
Orange lemons, there. And apparently that's the key phrase for with Imperials between them to tell them that you are part of the investigation and within the whole thing, because we figured the investigation might have been tied to you somehow, and that's how we got into the hospital, and we looked around there for clues. And then
The
eventually...
abandoned building?
Uh-huh.
We had to find you.
I used to spend a lot of time there when I was younger.
Well, you spend a lot more time there, you know, when you disappeared.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Ellie?
Poppy said, "Hey, Ellie."
Yeah.
Did you know about the person that was buried in the in the yard? The person
You-
with the horn?
Why?
There was a person buried in the yard. He had a horn.
I try to remember.
No, you don't know anything about that. This
No,
must have
I don't.
happened after you left.
No, but if I remember something from back in the days. Right? Oh,
Oh, you wanna, if you remember anything from back in the day, roll me a history check. Like, on a specific topic, you don't know anything about what was buried in the yard, but... anything related to it? 8. You try to recall, and... horns. The only thing you ever thought about the horns or heard about was about unicorn horns. That's it.
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything with horns involved at the building. Right?
Eric goes, that's a shame. Because it looked like an early prototype of how the Archmages made their eternal servants. You see Erica think for a moment. I believe... Yes. It was indeed an early version of what a certain race was being developed for. I remember at least seeing some of the prototypes. Mystical humanoid beings with horns that channel magical energies, and to keep their form intact, they had embedded runestones into their skin. Though I'm not sure if anything else would have developed even further. Anything? Anyone else?
Not at this moment.
No. Well, then Leo speaks up. So, are we gonna go back to the hospital to find more stuff, or are we gonna go to the island before Alona's dad might arrive there for some sort of reason, or are we gonna go and check what happened at that other lab again by using that circle again, or we gonna ask around something? I don't know. If someone,
Weren't we going to check with the guards to let them know what happened?
I mean, after that.
Oh, okay.
Well, if my dad is heading towards the island, we should definitely get there before or when he gets there.
Great.
We don't know if he's on the way to the island, or who knows, maybe he got to the island and never found it and gave up.
He was there.
Well,
Definitely there.
according to your vision, but that means it hasn't passed yet.
You had another vision?
Yeah.
Two.
Go ahead.
I had two, because I had the one where you were in the cell, and then right away after he was in the village underground. He said something about finally finding them.
We should definitely head there.
Okay. In Eric as you go. We should definitely find some information about where he might be off to. It might give us more an advantage of if he's already at the island or not. And yeah, guess we're just asking the guards. Maybe they will ask the prince guy that he knows something. Who knows? We might get lucky.
Yeah, maybe we
I-
can exchange the information we have for an answer. I mean,
I
if we're
remember
working
any
for
like
men.
secret rooms or secret stashes in the abandoned building.
Uh, there are no. You try to recall. There are no hidden rooms. There might be a few hidden stashes though, but you don't know if they might have been taken or already been found by the party or not, or an investigation crew. But there might be a
Could
few
go back to the
secrets.
building. I do know a lot about the building, so you could try to find something there still.
I'm for it. And the air goes. You can see Erica go. Well, we do have that key that opens most doors. Maybe we did overlook something. We were in a rush.
Yeah.
Alright.
We first pass by the guard you talked to.
I'm guessing you're gonna go first, take something to eat.
Yeah.
This one's here.
Okay, you just have a breakfast for free because you're staying in second night. Yay. Alright. After a little bit of a breakfast and a drink, Alona reuniting with Fluff again, everyone taking their stuff, you decide to look around for the guard that, well, told you the orange lemons. Um. So, where are you heading exactly? Are you going to head to the hospital and see if there's a guard there? And then talk to him? Or are you going to look for that specific guard?
Considering there's probably a guard by the hospital, that's probably the best bet to at least figure out where he's at.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me double check
We'll
everything.
ask about the specific guard when we get there.
Alright. You decide to head towards the hospital and find yourself at the hospital gates. Naturally, there is a guard there on patrol, well, on guard duty. And you see him picking his teeth for a moment, like, eh. It's the same guard as before that you've seen last time you got here. It's like,
Oh, well, he's gonna be surprised to see us out there without passing by.
and then he notices, just like, oh, hey, it's you guys. Thought you were still inside looking for stuff. At least you got out when I went to sleep. Eh.
Yep.
Funny story,
Oh, hi.
Hello, miss? Is that... So wait, well, there's now 6 of you? I thought there were only 5 of you. No.
friend. That's the one
Not them.
who we're looking for.
Ah, so you found them.
Yep, yep.
Well, it's good to see you out and about, ma'am. Hmm.
Thank you.
So were they actually held within this building?
Yes
No.
and no.
No.
It's complicated.
I am presuming it has to do with some sort of secret passage that we have overlooked.
Yep. That's one way to put it.
I keep telling them we should recruit more wizards and magic users so they can find these secrets for us. But no. If we rely too much on magic, our physical strength will just diminish.
Well, your prince seemed happy enough with the information we gave him yesterday.
But Prince? Wait, you spoke with the royal?
Uh-huh.
When did you come across Lord Commander?
Yesterday?
But he was out on patrol yesterday.
Uh-huh.
We found him. We ran into him yesterday when we were coming back.
See him thinking for a moment. You must have traveled pretty fast to come across him in his patrols.
Yeah.
Oh, you grab the ring, you show it.
Look.
Looks at the ring.
Smile.
That is the official ring of House Nifern. You're telling the truth?
I do that a lot, yet people are often surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I see. Well, then that must have been something. Ugh. Well, we have not had any orders from him since last night. He must have been caught up in something.
Busy. I think.
Maybe he got to the mountain.
Probably.
Normally, the prince would have an evening order and would spread it towards every captain and subordinate who is allowed to know about it. And then the captains would relate to us. But this morning there were no orders. Which is
Something
unusual.
happened at the mountain.
I honestly... it might be. He might have been delayed or something.
First message is ever delayed?
It has been a few times. So it's nothing to truly worry about. Last time it was because the Lord Commander was preoccupied with some sort of druidic ritual and wasn't allowed to send any magical messages towards his subordinates.
Well, that's not fair.
That Lord Commander agrees with that notion. And I believe the report said that the druidic ritual was very droll. It felt like his time was being wasted, of all things.
Is that normally how those go, Ellie?
Verona?
Well, I try to remember.
You don't have to roll for that. You don't have to roll for that. You know that druidic rituals. Yeah, it depends on the ritual, but druidic rituals can indeed sometimes last up to 12 hours.
Yeah, so they can last up to 12 hours.
Long.
Pretty long. I know.
I would get pretty bored.
My parents never did, but I did get bored.
I'm pretty sure Mom mom would have gotten bored too.
And you can see Erica speak up. Some rituals, such as teleportation circles, can take hours to set up.
Wait. So, are you suggesting that they might have been setting up transportation circles under everyone's noses?
Perhaps, the Erica goes. It depends on what kind of ritual it was and what the point of it was. But then again, if you set it up, then it will be visible towards the Empire. And if they're trying to hide it, it must have been a very elaborate ritual that hides the details of it. And Leah go. So basically, they did a ritual on top of a ritual.
Misdirection.
Exactly, my roguish friend.
Mickey.
Given where your captain went to investigate, I wonder if maybe somebody should contact him with sending and just make sure everything's going according to plan.
You see the guard look at you. So, the only one who's allowed to send is the captain, the captains. I'm afraid I'm not going to qualify for that kind of thing. If I would send the message to the Lord Commander, that would be a form for court-martial.
You ask your captain to do it?
I guess I can. How would the captain? I cannot leave my post at the moment, but I could send you to the captain. In fact, you have the ring, so showing it to the ring, the captain will be more than obliged to help you. Where would the captain be right now? Ah! Right. They're supposedly at the western part of the village. Just outside it. I believe they are doing drills with some of the newbies today.
It should be easy enough to find.
Indeed. She has a way of standing out.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. So you all head towards the western area of the village. And then you decide to, well, head a bit out in the fields over here. I'm just gonna send you there. You look around and yes, in the distance you see a small squad of Imperials doing all kinds of trainings. Push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks. And you see the captain having their backs turned towards them and holding out some sort of stick in their hands, motioning like this.
Conducting his troops.
Might be a band.
I thought it was a her.
That's a her. But you haven't seen the face yet, but it can still look like a him at the moment.
Yeah, but the guy said it was her. So.
Yeah.
Where the flower field used to be, that my aunt maintained.
Yes. But it's gone.
Yeah, I know.
It's a bit of sad moment.
Yep.
So you all approach this person, and this captain looks familiar. It is the blind Black Dragonborn commander captain that you've encountered along the way towards the southern village, who was patrolling.
Alright.
It'll be difficult to short a ring.
That's gonna be a little tricky.
Yeah.
She just like stops, turns towards you, doesn't look directly in your direction, then turns to the troops. All right, newbies. Take 10. We'll resume at a different time. And there goes points, and the rest goes away. And then she turns towards you. I recognize you. Yes, you're the group that traveled on that boat.
Well remembered.
Uh-huh. So, how can I help you?
Well, we were wondering if you could send a message to Farrar. To Sir Farrar. Sorry.
You see, You know the Lord Commander by name? And what makes you think I should send a message to my Lord Commander?
Ozzy grabs the ring. Ah, here. And puts it in hand.
She doesn't even put it in hand, she just points the sticks at it and then looks at it, and then her head turns towards it. An authentic ring. The seal of Nifarn. I can even sense the star ore in it. All right. So you have met Lord Commander. So then I presume that the report that came in that some adventurers were looking for their kidnapped friend. It was you.
Correct.
Interesting. That fate will make us meet again under such circumstances. Alright. What is the emergency? Why you need to send a message?
Right. After you.
Alzius? They're telling you to... You're the one holding the ring, so they're telling you to...
Oh, I presented the ring. This is not my best.
Well, it kind of depends because did you hear anything back from him after he went to the lab to investigate?
I simply had an order that the investigation has gotten a new lead and we should remain at all facility locations. Increase guardhood if need be.
Okay, but he hasn't contacted you yet. Afterwards. Right?
No. We have no morning orders as it is, which is why I am conducting training right now.
Oh.
Hey, well, we investigated the facility your guards originally pointed us to. Ended up transporting across the map towards the mountain where we found there is an underground facility. Leaving that is when we stumbled into your lord and pointed him back towards the mountain. Given where he's gone, I feel that it might be prudent to make sure everything's all right, especially as he hasn't contacted you since.
I see. You see her waving her hand like this. So you found the transport circle, went to an undisclosed location within the holy mountain of the Druids. From there you've walked and encountered my Lord Commander along the way.
Yeah.
Fate must have been kind to you.
What? No, it's an average day.
I see. Alright. So, the point of the message is to inform our Lord Commander of something. Or at least, to see if he's alright, if I am to assume correctly.
Yes.
I'm not sure if we found everything there, but you know, just in case so many people just came in and maybe surprised him.
Under normal circumstances, I should not be allowed to do such a thing. If I do this, it would be considered a non-emergency. But considering the person who wishes to ask is someone who has the Seal of Nifern, that changes everything.
Yay.
Alright then. I shall send him a message. She closes her eyes, puts her hand on top of this conducting stick she's holding.
Conducting stick.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a conductor stick. It's supposed to be a conductor stick. Please,
It's a baton.
baton. Thank you. It takes a moment. All right. I've received words from my Lord Commander. And he answered as following. He's in fine health. It simply appears that there was a large experimental beast buried below the facility on the lower levels. It was closed off. And considering our Lord Commander does not back down from a challenge, he decided to dig his way towards the beast and fight it.
Okay.
Right.
After and in a strange twist of fate, my emperor, my lord, tamed the beast.
Oh. Impressive.
At the moment, they're still conducting some investigation of the deeper levels, as they fear that there might be some possible evidence relating to some research going on there, or even the location of the leader of the organization. As for the beast itself, it appears the beast was once one of the residents here.
Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. I kind of figured.
We're still trying to trace down the identity of this person, as they might have been in some. How would one say this? Amnesia caused by shock. Either way, there will be a report later, and my Lord Commander basically ordered me to tell you all that the underground facility is being taken care of, and there will be no more problems coming from that area. No,
That's good to hear.
and he sees no point in ordering the troops for now, as he's too busy with the investigation, and it takes priority. And any orders that would deviate from the norm would possibly cause a druid cover-up to happen. This is the main reason why he has not given orders yet.
Well,
So we can't loot it. Got it.
If you are going to the hospital, however, you have full permission to investigate that.
Oh, lovely.
You.
Simply, the main facility is just my Lord Commander's priority. If you, for some reason, show up there, however, my Lord Commander does not wish to be interrupted, but you are fine to assist in his investigations. That is all.
Well, speaking of evidence missing in investigations, you may want these, and I'm going to hand over the folders that I liberated.
She holds out her hand, takes it, taps it. I see several papers. Gonna have to have my assistants comb through these.
That might be a smart one. 'Cause it's all in Elvish.
Indeed, a language I am not familiar with. Well, thank you for that. Is there anything else?
No.
Nope.
All
Thank
right.
you for checking on him.
It is my pleasure to assist. May the might of the Empire lead you on your way.
Okay.
Okay. So, you all, with that, you now know the status of the royal of the House Nifern. And that, no, he did not die at the facility. He just was held up and he just decided, there's so much here, I better not give any orders to not, alert anyone and possibly get caught by druids.
Makes sense.
Glad he's not dead.
That's one good thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
You're gonna head back to the hospital?
I mean we have the key
Yeah.
now, so we can basically just
Mm-hmm.
check everything that was locked before.
Okay, so
And
you...
maybe find some secret stashes
Yeah.
that I know about.
Mm-hmm. So, you head back to the hospital. You greet the guard and you basically, of course, ask your way in. And I'm guessing you all want to head inside.
Yep.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.
Orange lemons.
Yeah, orange lemons. Oh god, the map is loading. One moment, I'm checking if every token has been spawned correctly.
And if Alona is there now,
Ironically, loaded last in. I wish I was joking, but literally I was loading in the tokens. Like, it's taking a moment, and then it's like, and then all 5 loaded in, and I'm like, wait, where's Alona? Pops in, it's like,
It's gone again.
I'm like, that's just funny.
Stop casting invisible.
Oh wait, we did get a long rest. Aha.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, you all got long rest, so don't worry.
Yeah.
we didn't actually
I
open this door, did we?
That's an elevator.
That's an elevator?
That's an elevator.
Okay, because it's still black, that's why.
Yeah, I'll just reveal it to you because I don't think I need to hide that anymore, but that's an elevator.
Okie dokie.
That's literally on all 3 floors is that elevator. Yeah. By the way, I guess. Oh, by the way, Alona, don't open any drawers in that desk in front of you. I left a little surprise for if one of your dad's associates or your dad yourself would show up and open it. A little trap.
No. It is weird being back here after all these years.
Yeah. Alona, it's been many years, but when you look around, the place looks very much changed. Even in abandoned state, this is not how the hospital used to look like. It probably has been renewed several times.
Well, it definitely looks different than when I was here last time. They were decorated multiple times, I think.
Did they have the plants around in the bathrooms as well?
Do I remember?
What do you mean?
The plants that
The plants in the bathroom?
Yeah, you know that this is the actually common things that the druids do. They put a plant that absorbs odors inside these bathrooms because then your bathroom doesn't stink.
Yeah, those plants. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Bathrooms tend to smell if you don't put any of the plants in there. You don't do that?
Well, they
Where
don't.
have those plants where I come from?
Not in Lagana. Maybe they should sell the plants, and they can really make good money from them.
It would make sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone in Lagana will want to have one of those.
There goes. I can see it now. Toilet plants incorporated.
Yeah, marketing it as TT.
Could make millions. So, Lona, so where do you think the secret stuff would be at?
Do I remember anything about secret stashes in any room or location around here?
History check. Ah. The only thing that comes to mind that there might be a secret stash somewhere in the greenhouses.
Oh, I'll head to the greenhouses. Maybe we find something there.
Okay. Coming. You all decide to head to the greenhouses.
Yep.
With Sky the key, you can get anywhere, so I'm just gonna reveal the rest of the greenhouses because there's multiples.
Oh boy.
Oh. Do I remember which one?
Not quite, because the place has changed a lot.
We
Put in there. I'll look around the first one then first.
Investigation check.
Come on!
Leah uses bardic inspiration. You can use it. You can use bardic on the to roll a d4. Yeah, bardic inspiration d4 to get 4 with it.
Doesn't help.
8.
I don't need to be arrogant to roll low.
You decide to look at one of the planters and think somewhere in here, maybe in the dirt between the roots. And like, nope, you come out blank.
Next one.
See anything there, Erica? Leah goes, nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Next one. These plants look a bit more spiky and exotic.
Do you want a hand looking?
Sorry, what?
Alona, do you want a hand looking?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, then you have investigation with advantage.
Oh.
21. You decide to look around this place for any secret stashes. You start to think there was no secret compartment. You start hitting the sides of faces, and you're like, no. You start to think, and you keep trying everything. Doesn't seem to be anything here, but you try to remember. Wait. There was a hint to it. The greenhouse where a plant doesn't grow. That's the one.
And it doesn't grow.
Yeah. So a greenhouse where a plant doesn't grow. That was the hint. That's how you remember it.
Do I know what the plant doesn't looks like?
No, you just know that you're looking for a greenhouse that's literally growing something that isn't defined as a plant.
Something that isn't defined.
It's a tricky one, don't worry. These two will just remain here and will look around. So you're gonna try the next one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you head into the last greenhouse. You look around, you see mushrooms, flowers.
Mushrooms. There we go.
For those who've already been here, these mushrooms look very suspicious to the mushrooms that was in the rot room. So Ozzy says, mushrooms, there it is. You like to say why?
Well, they're closer to animals than plants. They're mycelium.
Correct. Mushrooms aren't plants, they're fungus. Fungus aren't plants.
Fun guy.
Yeah,
Just like seaweeds, they're not plants either.
yeah. So Lona,
There should be stashed here.
well, it's definitely in this greenhouse. You now know that.
Well, again, I investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone wants to help?
Sure.
Sure.
You all decide to help Alona. Go ahead, yeah, 4 times advantage. Oh wait, Poppy just went for herself, but you know what? Let's just see what the best result is, just for funsies.
No. Why?
You can roll advantage one more time.
Want more?
Yeah?
No, this is 4.
4, 20, and there's... Oh, wait, what?
7, 4, 4, 20.
Oh, 7, 4, 4, 20. 4, 4, 20.
I'll get you.
A dirty 20. You think... Yes, the mushrooms. The mushrooms were the first hint that there might be something here. You take a few steps out. You look around. Yes, you remember now. Right here. You get closer. You bend down. And then you put, it's like, you look at it, it's like, yes, it's these tiles. These 4 tiles right here. That's where it's hidden. What do you do?
I try to see if I can pick up the tile.
Your hand passes through it.
Oh. Then I try to reach for anything.
You reach through what appears to be an illusion. Yes, Aeon. You go through it, and you try to feel for something, and then you pull out a little chest of some sorts. Just a little chest, like you can put on your desk. There it is.
Oh, guys, look what I found.
That.
I knew it was around there somewhere.
What is
The
it?
compartment. That I don't know. For a check?
Huh?
Let's see if it is trapped or enchanted.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So, who wants to roll what?
I guess I'll inspect the chest.
Maybe Arcana check for me?
Okay, so investigation for Raz and Arcana for Ilona.
Yeah, I can try to intimidate it.
You may certainly try and intimidate the chest in case it's a mimic.
Okay.
Wow.
Ozius, you're like, I'm traveling with a barb of mimics. This could be a mimic of some sort. So you decide to give it a very dirty glare. A very dirty glare. You're like saying, like, I know if you're a mimic, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna be smited by the evil. No, not evil. You're gonna be smited by the holy light of my goddess. Well, the chest doesn't seem to be alive. Everyone else does notice how intimidating you are, and it's like, Jesus, Ozius.
Oh, seems safe. Not a mimic, probably.
Well, pretty good intimidation though.
So it's not a mimic. Cat! Want to come inside and instantly wants attention. Now I can't see the rolls now. Thank you, kitty. Get your butt out of the screen.
Aw.
Arcana 16. You check the chest for any kinds of spells or magics, and the only magic around it was the illusion of those tiles. They're still there. Clearly that spell is being constantly recast for some reason, from somewhere. God, kitty.
Well, seems to be no magic involved.
But the chest seems to be
That's
not
pretty
booby trapped by magic. Raz, you decide to check things, and you notice that the keyhole that's on the chest. Sorry, the keyhole on the chest is completely bogus. This chest is locked with some sort of puzzle mechanism on the sides. Every panel can slide in some sort of way. It's a puzzle box.
I recognize it.
History check.
It's the system.
Fascinating. Okay, that's a fake key.
You
What is that?
vaguely remember that your father does love his puzzle boxes. But that's it.
Great, it's another puzzle box. Of course he did.
You made a lot of puzzle boxes?
He liked them. Much to my dismay.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Try it.
I hand the chest to you.
Okay, so how do you want to solve the puzzle?
Presumably it's possible, so I imagine the pieces need to slide maybe in some kind of order.
Okay. So you're gonna start moving some of the loose panels around, see what happens.
Yeah, see if it makes anything sort of like anything clicks or drops or.
Okay. So you decide to move the first panel that on the left side, see if it clicks. It's just a bit loose, but it doesn't seem to be anything behind it. It feels like it's a bit stuck. And you go behind on the back, try to move that one side. Oh, seems a bit stuck. Then you can move them to the right. Seems also a bit stuck. Maybe a panel on top. Wait. You feel like this one's stuck, but you feel like you're doing something wrong. So you decide to move back, slowly but surely. And before you feel like it's stuck, it's like, wait. You pull the panel towards you, goes aside, and then slides the side open. And inside is a little key.
Ah,
What do you do with the key?
Well, we need to figure out where to use it on.
Well, there's a perfectly fine keyhole on the chest.
yeah, that's perhaps.
You put the little key inside the keyhole. And while the keyhole looks way too big for the key, it does fit in. It's just a little tiny keyhole inside the keyhole. And Rams, you decide to gently pull it open. Click. It doesn't open, but something unlocked on the puzzle box.
Yeah, this is getting weird.
I don't like your dad.
I'm going to try the
Neither.
side panels, see if one of them's loosened up.
Both panels to the side now fully pulled to the side open. And on the side are 2 gears with handles on them that you can turn.
Okay, I look for somewhere where those handles might go.
Well, they're inside. Like, there are little handles inside that you can gently put with your fingers and you can turn the gears.
Okay, I'm gonna bust up Mage Hand for that.
Oh, cool. What are you doing with Mage Hand exactly?
Gently try and turn the gears.
Which one? The left one or the right one? And in which direction? Clockwise or counterclockwise?
I'm gonna try and turn the left one clockwise.
Go one cycle. 2 cycles. Tick. Halfway stops on the 3rd cycle.
Okay. Turn the other gear the other way.
You move the other gear in the opposite direction. 1 cycle. 2 cycles. Stops again at half. Click. Another clicking sound. Sounds like something's unlocked.
Try and open the chest.
Doesn't open.
Check the panels again.
Panels aren't moving.
Check the keyhole.
Nope. There's one thing you haven't checked yet. Don't worry.
The underside of the box.
Exactly. You check the underside of the box. And you notice two wooden panels that open like this. And on top of it is some sort of gemstone inside. What do you do?
I'm staring at 2 open panels and a gemstone.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, what am I looking at on the bottom?
Basically, there's 2 panels that are up like this, and inside is a gemstone. A blue gemstone.
I tend to remove the gemstone.
Try to pull out the gemstone. There's a mechanism when you pulled it. Do you pull it all the way, or...
Sure.
Or do you do something else with it? It is a puzzle box, but it's meant to be, deter intruders.
Is turning the gemstone do anything?
So you pull it out, then you start turning it. Which way are you turning it?
Clockwise.
Click.
Does the gemstone go back in at all? Or
No.
come back out? Is the chest open?
Grab the lid. You open the box.
Yay.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
He says like for his teeth.
What's in it?
Inside, something you didn't expect to see. Inside, it's not riches. It's not anything gemstone. It's a singular scroll.
Fireball?
Examine the scroll.
How do you examine
I
the
would
scroll?
like that scroll in there.
It's a rolled up scroll, by the way, so...
You know, I think first I'm going to cast Identify on this just to make sure there's Nothing
Okay.
untoward.
Okay. So you cast
Can I
it.
do it?
So
Can
you
I do
can.
a
Make
history
a
check
quick
as well?
version and take a minute.
Mhm.
If we did any documentation like this, just do a history check on that?
No, this way is way too complex for just documentation. Whatever this is, it's something you have not seen your dad use before. So
No.
the other two, of course, join you at this point. Identify. Raz. That scroll. That scroll is old, but not 20 years old, not 50 years old, not 100 years old, not 500 years old. This scroll is more than 5,000 years old.
Holy
What is it to brew a perfect cup of tea?
Whatever stored, this paper has been well preserved for 5,000 years. Even though there's no magic to it, the information on it is definitely ancient.
This thing must be 5,000 years old, easily.
You see Erica folding arms. 5,000 years. And this,
I'm going to very, very carefully unfurl this thing to see what's on it.
you gently, you scroll up to see what's on it.
Yeah.
On it is written. It's not written anything. It's a map of some sorts. But a really strange map, like the map of part of a city. But no city you've ever seen. None of you've seen this city.
You're not Erica?
Well, let's see if she remembers, because she is.
If she gets good good rolls.
Well, well, don't worry. Her disadvantage did not give her that much trouble, especially if the two numbers are right next to each other. She rolled a 21. Thank you, Erica. Your luck doesn't run out. Okay. So Erica looks at this. That is location of the third city of the Archmages. To be exact, that's the map of the research district of that city. They have specialized in the Chimerian homunculi.
Do you remember whereabouts on this continent that city was?
One moment, I'm double writing these down so I don't forget that this happened. This city, let's see. The city I was imprisoned in was the second city. The first city was more northwest. The third city was supposed to be more eastern. She looks at the map. And we're all gonna move to the world map for a moment. So, the city I was trapped in. I'll just draw it on the map for you guys. Was pretty much the size of this. It was the biggest city of all. The first city was around here. On the Kingdom Millennium. And the last city was mostly in this area. As you can see, most of it will be sunken beneath the waves. Right next to the island where Poppy's people would be.
And your father and his crew are already doing underground excavations.
He must have...
The island is part of the city?
It could have moved over time. Or maybe some sort of displacement magic must have moved some remains of it with the island. I'm not certain, this is just my estimate, but as I said, times have changed. And most of the existence of the Archmages have been pretty much removed from the continent, except a few locations like my obelisk apparently.
Well, Poppy, your vision said you saw him on the island. Now we've got a map that indicates the city is practically next to, if not potentially under the island by this point.
So, he will likely be there already. If not going there.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Continue the air thing for a moment, but then Erica speaks up. Considering he has that he might have been digging underground in this area, he isn't sure of the exact location like I am. This is just the map of the old world, as we would call it for now. Therefore, he has to have reference points to even find an entrance. He might be on the way to the island, but he might also be diving to find a reference point for this map. Then the air things. This picks up. So the bastard might be diving for ruins first before he checks the island. Or he thinks it's somewhere in these woods. Who knows? He doesn't know what we know. Correct? Isn't that right? I think so. And Erica goes, perhaps.
He didn't get to me before you did, so couldn't have read my mind or anything.
And then Erica speaks up. They couldn't reach him. Wasn't that one of the things you've heard?
Yes, I did.
The Archmages were very adept in magics. And naturally, certain sections had magic dampening fields, including the research area. So it might be that he was close to what he was looking for and then was unable to be reached. Just a hypothesis. Again,
That's true, it's been looking into chaotic places, right? And corruption. What if that's happening because someone's playing with the magic in the area?
possible. That corruption we saw can be anything. It can be malice spirits from these experiments, but it can also be a disruption of the magic within the realm here. I wouldn't be surprised that the mother and her people were unable to destroy all of the Archmage's previous things, and the magic dampening fields might be the reason why that city is flooded mostly. If they can't get near that to use any magic to destroy it, better to just sink it and have the magic die down over time.
I mean, the druids essentially barred the mountain as being somewhere to go to. They've made it difficult to get in and out of Elderwood. If they think the city's potentially drifted as far as the mountain, it could have potentially drifted under Elderwood as well.
Indeed, indeed. And it makes sense why the druids, if they had such knowledge for years, that they would not want to share it with outsiders. And therefore cut themselves off. We are speaking of. So basically, the druids knew this city was nearby them, decided to not intervene with the kingdoms because that would mean sharing this information, made friends with the empire and used this research as also a way to get what they want, but to also probably make sure the empire doesn't find this city because they want to find this city. Talk about using a cover-up to do another cover-up.
They seem to enjoy doing that. Sounds like the remote.
I do have one question though. Why would he leave this map here? He would need it to even find this place. So why leave it here?
Well, who would go looking for it except someone who knew where it was? I mean, weird inside information.
Unless he had a copy of it. After all, it's an old scroll, so basically, basically leave the old scroll here so that there's always another way to find the original. But you probably must have a copy of it. Like, why would you carry a 5,000-year-old scroll on you unless you wanted to get destroyed?
Fair point.
Makes sense.
Can't want to go out. So, but hey, on the plus side, we now know what he's looking for. It might be that.
You're a loner.
So, anyone got anything to say?
Well, I don't usually do as I'm foretold, but in this case, I think we should go to that island.
Unless Alona, good old Daddy Dearest still maybe have hidden another thing in this place? Like maybe in his personal office? Maybe some sort of magical vault? Sorry, I'm just thinking, if he can hide a music box in here, this whole thing, or puzzle box, maybe he hid something else under a floorboard or something.
I mean, I could try to have a look at his office and see if I remember anything.
Okay, so what would his office be? Because he has several offices. I think he has one on the third floor, but maybe he also has one downstairs. So what would it be? What would it be? What would it be? Lona, you may roll a history check to know which was the best one to check out. My
That's gonna get
lord.
me better.
You try to think and then you're like, can be any office. So you're just gonna guess. Pick one. Pick one.
Downstairs.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so the hidden office below the shed. Okay. You all head there?
Would make sense.
You all head there?
Yep.
Finally, was paranoid enough to hide this map in the greenhouse. Secret lab seems safe. Safe bet.
I'll just fast forward towards the only office there. Just to speed it up a bit, because otherwise you have to walk all the way through. Let's just not do that bullshit. Oh, that's the third floor. It's the basement.
Does it look like it's possible to go back through the steps on the puzzle box in reverse and close it up again?
So, here you are, the lab office thingy. Lona, you do get a bit of a memory from this place. Yeah, you've been here several times. In fact, this is also where your dad did some experiments on you. Not very painful
Great.
ones, but you do remember him experimenting on you.
Well, lovely memories around here.
So, as you try to walk around and reminisce, where would your father hide something? And they're like, not in the desk. No, he wouldn't put it in the desk. He would put it in one of the closets. In fact, this one.
Maybe here.
You look inside. There's still a few robes that gathering dust, and a few books also gathering dust. Nothing seems out of the ordinary yet. Roll me a history check. $16. You try to think. Your dad only opened that for several things, but always does it remain the same. The codes and the books haven't even been moved from your memory, and then you're like, that's it. You move aside two of the codes, and then you look, and then you see it. A small loose plank, the size of a 1x1 square in the back.
I pull it out.
Oh, you can't pull it.
Oh. Can I push it?
You can push it. So
Push it.
you push it in with your finger. Click. And one of the boards in the back of the closet falls outwards.
This
Within a
does
secret-
explain the black part here, yeah.
Oh, there's nothing here actually, but
Oh.
but it's not a secret room. It's a secret compartment.
That's
But it
okay.
was supposed to hint there was a secret compartment there. Don't worry. It's not actually there, but supposed to make you think like maybe I should check the cupboard or maybe I should check the walls, because I wanted you to have to investigate everything.
Our brains are totally smooth and pretty.
Yeah, I noticed.
Thanks. I got a license to smart, you know.
I put my hand in to reach if there's anything inside the compartment.
You decide to check. To check. Then you pull out a jar. A large jar filled with green fluids. And inside grows a brain. Ugh. Really? Brains in jars?
Well, just like the good old days.
There goes. Typical crazy scientist. Always having a brain in a jar somewhere. Is there anything else?
Check
You check again.
again.
And you pull out a small notebook.
Now that's interesting.
You open the notebook, and the first word said, "To those who find this, these are the notes of Windal. The sealed one, the forbidden one, the lost one, whatever my name shall be in the future. I leave this notebook in hopes to tell the truth of my research and why I have committed taboo in the past."
Great, I found the diary of my father.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know, but maybe there's a clue in here. Anything.
You gonna leaf through it?
I'm gonna skim through it first. See if there's anything interesting.
Basically, it's all kinds of drivel about that he is the one. He saw so many problems that would arise in the future. His leaders dying, nature being overrun by the greedy kingdoms, and eventually the secret of the lost city of the Archmages being found and being exploited by those unworthy. At first, it sounds like he was actually worried and he may have noble intentions. But then he discovered clues, ways to harness the secrets of the Archmages. And you should read that he deduces if he can figure it out, others will also. And he learns of the atrocities that they committed and the problems they caused. And if they were this powerful, why were they wiped out? Why are they gone? He didn't understand that. You read the entry about his father dying and being sad. Then you read the part about the leader of the Archmages perishing of old age and how such a great leader should have led a better, what's it called again? Not apprentice, successor to lead them. He didn't agree with that, but so be it. Then he proposed, why can't powerful leaders live forever, just like the Archmages apparently did? As legends are told and research has shown, and slowly but surely you see the insanity build. He foresaw that someone will commit the atrocities of the Archmages again when discovered. And that he decided, why leave a brain by the jar by his notebook? Good question, Raz. Anyway, I'm going to continue. That he foresaw that someone needs to do it, and it might as well be him. Let him break all taboos. Let him do all the atrocities just to find immortality for his leaders, for those who are deemed worthy, and have him be. And if he discovers immortality and finds it working himself, eventually be sealed away forever as the forbidden one, as the sealed one, as whatever it is, so no one would ever do the researches he did, and his existence as an evil one would deter those to find it. It also says several notes of where to find these locations that he found. To be fair, map coordinates. There it is. Your father's true motivation.
Hmm. Well, now we definitely know that he's crazy, or he's gone crazy over the years. I bet he started off with good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
Do the map coordinates, do some of them fit with the area of the third city?
Yes, at least on the land portion.
So guys, I do think I have some leads on where he might be at the moment,
Okay.
or where he might be investigating.
Okay, world map. So, so he found something here, here by the river, here, and here. Those 4 locations is all you get. Nothing
Oh,
in the
yeah.
water or the island yet.
Maybe they washed up.
Well, I guess he didn't expect his daughter to find his book. Ever.
Oh no, it sounds more like he was hoping that it would be discovered many centuries later, so that his story could be told and he could be revealed as some sort of hero that actually took
Hero.
on the atrocities so that no evil would be like him. Kind of delusional, to be honest.
Yeah, sounds like him.
I mean, becoming evil just so he can be an example for good. Ugh. I don't know what's worse, an actual evil guy who wants to do kind of experiments with someone who thinks he's gonna save the world being the evil guy. Well, we better get going. America goes. Some people just don't understand that learning from the past means to not repeat it. And yet here he is repeating it on purpose so it doesn't get repeated. The only thing that fool is doing is to show that he had success and that someone will follow in his footsteps.
Stupid.
Raz, you're really hung up on that brain.
Took right to the check off. Was it his favourite or something? Did he talk to it? Weird.
And with that, I think we should call it.
God damn it.
Okay.
We're at a good moment where you know where you're going next, and you know how you're going to tackle the problem. You're either going to the island or to these locations. Or maybe you're just going to give the locations to the Imperials, but then the Imperials might find the Archmage stuff, so who knows what that might lead to. So many decisions. The mystery is mostly solved now. And now we need to find Alona's father and put him to justice. How and when that's will happen, we will see. Either way, if you're charged for joy, please like, subscribe, and whatever your charge is. And we will see you next time on D&D with your Dungeon Master Kotlol. I was your Dungeon Master Kotlol. We say good night and goodbye from Ozzius.
Good night and goodbye.
We say good night and goodbye from Raz.
Good night and goodbye.
We say good night and goodbye from Alona.
Good night and goodbye, everyone.
And we say good night and goodbye from Poppy.
Good night and goodbye from Poppy.
And also good night and goodbye from Lier and Erica. Remember the stage art and see you all next time. Bye.